So while lifting weights and working out might be great, one thing that we all neglect is our stretching and recovery day routine. All you got to do today is grab your mat and follow along, because I'm going to show you a full body stretching routine. So let's start with slight movements to warm up the body that facilitates stretching. Gently move your body from side to side. Now twist from the waist. This time take your hands up, first one by one and then both together. So hands to ears while twisting your body. Moving on, we rise up on our toes and extend our arms overhead. Exhale and inhale. Now let's start the routine with the neck roll. Make sure you keep your eyes open while doing so. A few rotations clockwise and then anti-clockwise. Moving on to the shoulders, shrug your shoulders and rotate them all the way clockwise and then anti-clockwise. Let's intensify the stretch and this time extend our arms overhead, touching the back of your hands together. Moving on to the tricep stretch, bend your arm and with the other hand hold the opposite elbow. Let's move on to the shoulder. Make sure you look to the side of your shoulder. Let's move on to the bicep and forearm stretch. Now this time, take your feet wide and try to reach towards your ankles. Each time, increase the range of motion. Now let's add on some hip circles. Press your fingertips together, squeeze your glutes and lean all the way back into a back bend. Gently pull your knee into your chest, alternating legs. Now this time, hold on to one knee and add on some ankle rotations, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Now focus on one point and slowly hold on to your ankle and try to push your heel all the way into your butt. Moving on to the hamstring stretch, gently move back and forth, extending the opposite legs. Let's go back into a back bend, squeeze your glutes and go all the way back. Now this time, walk your hands down through your quads. Hold your opposite elbows and just move from side to side. Now get your palms all the way down, get into a squat position. Let your elbows push your knees apart and palms to the center of your heart. Extend the back leg into a low, long lunge. Stretch your hands over your head and lean back. This time leaning forward, clasp your hands together, stretching your upper back. Now let's move on. Get into a downward dog. So try to push your heels all the way into the ground, making sure your knees are locked and look between your knees. Let's get into some hip stretches. Get your right leg forward. Now let one hand push the knee outwards, making sure your elbow is locked. This time moving into the pigeon or the swan pose. Walk your hands forward, making sure to not round your back. This time take hold of your foot and push your heel towards your butt. Make sure you stretch both the sides. Now push yourself back into a child's pose, pushing your hips onto your heels. This time turn over, lie on your back. Now twist your leg and look to the opposite side. Holding on to the same leg, try to extend it without bending the knee. You can hold on your knee, on your calf, on your ankle, all the way up to your toes. Get both your knees into your chest and relax. Now reach back into a crab pose. Let's move on to the bridge pose. Squeeze your glutes and lift yourself, resting just on your shoulders. And if you feel comfortable, press your palms into the ground and go all the way up, locking your elbows. Back into a downward dog, gently alternating legs. Just climb up on your toes. From there, just dive down and lift your shoulders, chest and thighs off the ground. Back into a downward dog, gently alternating legs. Just climb up on your toes. So guys, I hope you like this walkthrough video. Do make it a point to at least stretch 2 to 3 times a week. I'm Hannah and you're watching Hauterfly, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Until next time.